Green arrows for the experts and 2 free transfers to deal with the injured Cole Palmer going into FPL Game Week 3. Help me get this video to 1,000 likes and subscribe to the channel. The deal sheet is in. Let's get into it. Top of the experts deal sheet then going into Game Week 3 is Nottingham Forest Chris Wood, who has been involved in half of their goals this season. Having got that brace at home to Brentford in Game Week 1, it's now a plum home fixture against West Ham in Game Week 3, a team who have already conceded 8 goals so far this season. Chris Wood is the talisman. He's on penalties. He's going to be a very popular acquisition. Also on the buy list is Manchester United's Matheus Cunha. It's not been the start to the season that Manchester United hoped for, but if they're going to bounce back, a home game against Burnley in Game Week 3 feels like a good fixture to target. A lot of interest when it comes to Manchester United midfielders for captaincy as well, and the injuries to Saka and Palmer are creating the perfect storm here. But there are other options to consider, and the most transferred in player this week, Bournemouth's Antoine Semenyo, also makes this buy list. He has been involved in 3 of their goals this season, 2 goals and 1 assist. Bournemouth have been impressive so far. A trip to Spurs, who haven't conceded a goal yet, could be a tricky one on paper in Game Week 3. But then it's Brighton at home, Newcastle at home, Leeds away and Fulham at home in the next 4 game weeks. Interestingly, Semenyo was on the buy list for the Experts Game Week 2 deal sheet, and he keeps his spot. Another player keeping their spot on the deal sheet, this time on the monitor list, is Liverpool's Ekitike. He has had a very impressive start to the season. 2 goals, 1 assist from Liverpool's opening 3 fixtures. They're scoring goals, which is also highly encouraging as well. The only thing that stops him being a buy this week is that the transfer window is still open and the Isak saga continues to rumble on. I think given that it's Arsenal at home, you can maybe wait 1 more week, and then Game Week 4 could be the time to jump on board. Liverpool's attack looks exciting. Ekitike is central to that. If he's going to be a nailed-on pick for the season with this goal-scoring form, then he certainly looks like a good buy. Another player on the buy list for the experts is Spurs' Brennan Johnson. He's had a good start to the season, goals in back-to-back games. We know that maybe under Thomas Frank he's not going to be first choice potentially in that winger role, but with injuries at the moment and a lack of entry points into this squad in the transfer window, he has been playing in August, but another one who could lose his space if Spurs were to sign an attacking player. We know that they were in for Eze. There's a number of other names that they've been linked with. The transfer window doesn't shut until Monday. So maybe you wait. West Ham away Game Week 4 could be a good time to bring him on board. And then a player who's being sold quite quickly at the moment in the game is Aston Villa's Ollie Watkins. He's in 21% of teams. Aston Villa have yet to score a goal this season. Crystal Palace at home in Game Week 3 doesn't feel like a bad thing though. We saw Watkins getting plenty of shots on goal in Game Week 2. The only problem is that he's not been converting those chances. But Palace are busy in midweek with a European fixture. That's something to consider. Aston Villa will be fresher going into this game, so maybe we need to be a little bit more patient with Watkins, remembering that Villa's good fixtures extend all the way until Game Week 8. Now, when it comes to the sell list, a player that was on the monitor list last week, now on the sell list, is Liverpool's Florian Wirtz. To be fair, I'm still happy to hold him. If you bear in mind that Liverpool play Burnley away in Game Week 4 and then Everton at home in Game Week 5, their attack are going to get plenty of goals this season. I know Wirtz hasn't been involved with it yet, but he is on some corners, which does help his output. But the experts are keen to sell now, which is quite significant given their track record in the game. Also on the sell list is Arsenal's Bukayo Saka, who is set to be out for a month with a hamstring injury. Arteta has not learned his lesson of keeping Saka fresh. Also on the sell list, it's Chelsea's Cole Palmer, another player that I'm personally being patient with in my own team. The experts have seen enough and are happy to let him go. It is unlikely that he will feature in Game Week 3 at home to Fulham, Brentford away, Manchester United away after the international break. He should be back for those fixtures. But can you really carry a player that you know is not going to get the minutes this weekend? Well, the experts have had their say and they say no. As I mentioned at the top then, a green arrow for the experts team in game week 2. 55 points it ended on, up to 4.2 million in the world. Obviously, no Palmer. That meant that Neco Williams came off the bench for a 2-pointer ahead of Van de Ven, who had 6 points. So that was quite frustrating. We also started Sanchez over Dubravka, which cost 3 points. Captain Salah did deliver. There was also attacking returns for Ndai and João Pedro. Let me know whether your team is beating the experts and where it would land in the experts league current top 10. We see Fergie from Fantasy Football Hub up to first now, 64 points in game week 2 with Captain Semenyo. He is 70k overall in the world. We see Ben Dinnery shoot up to 4th with a 70-pointer. Gyökeres captain, João Pedro on his bench, and FPL Sim is up into 5th place in the league. He makes the top 10 for the first time this season. A bench boost that gave him 15 points in game week 2, despite having Cole Palmer failing to feature. Transfer plans then for the experts: 2 free transfers, $500,000 in the bank with a Cole Palmer problem to deal with. 33% were interested in rolling the transfer with the likes of Wirtz and Palmer, the potential issues, but 42% have voted to sell Cole Palmer. 25% looking to sell Wirtz and Mark Guiu, who did get his first Sunderland goal in the League Cup in midweek. In terms of the players coming in, well, it is an eye on that Manchester United fixture at home to Burnley. With 63% of the vote, Matheus Cunha is a popular option. 33% looking to roll the transfer, with Chris Wood taking 17% of the vote and Burmo, Semenyo and Grealish taking 13%. So a bit of a spread here among the experts, but I think given the results of the poll, it's fairly clear how the experts will be lining up for game week 3. Here's the team then, and it is Sanchez in goal ahead of Dubravka, with Fulham at home and its home comforts in defence. Neco Williams at home to West Ham, Van de Ven against Bournemouth and Van Dijk against Arsenal. And we are going to be in the 3-5-2 formation once again. Cunha comes into the midfield ahead of Cole Palmer. We've got that double up on the Liverpool attack with Salah and Wirtz ahead of Arsenal at home. Arsenal 2 clean sheets so far this season, conceded 0 big chances on their goal. We've also got Ndai and Anderson in there, and in the forward line, home comforts once again. João Pedro against Fulham and Watkins against Crystal Palace. I did, of course, ask the experts as well who they were going to captain for game week 3. Mo Salah took 50% of the votes. Matheus Cunha took 25% of the votes. So it is going to be Salah captain, Cunha vice captain. Are you beating the experts team? Well, let me know in the comments. Let's get this video to 1,000 likes. Subscribe to the channel as well and hit the notify button, because at 1 o'clock on Friday I'll be going live with the press conference stream where we'll have updates on both Saka and Palmer. Thank you for watching.